started, and I'm sure he was actually just either talking trash or cracking a joke because that's the Ice Knight
That
special.
sounds like Ice Knight.
So we're going to get into it. Arctice rocking the Captain Falcon. At Revolver Crom rocking the Roy, as one does.
And not Crom.
This is about as fast-paced of a matchup as you will see in Chicago.
Oh, and we are no stranger to this matchup. We have seen this explosive matchup happen time and time again on Ignition stream. And, you know, I'm somehow not sick of it. I love watching these two play.
Well, the explosiveness of the matchup means that either one of them can win one neutral interaction and truly take a stock.
We just saw it. We just saw it.
Like, you hear that sometimes, but this specific matchup feels about as close to like melee speed as this game gets.
Yes, it does.
Both these players often not seeded into each other in bracket until winners finals, where they have played many, many sets at Ignitions in the past. Not too surprising to see them eventually run into each other here at Roundhouse, as the up smash is going to take the stock to match the Jair that was hit a little bit earlier on.
Your comparison to Melee is so apt here because it's just one or two interactions that makes or breaks the stock. You have one combo that carries up to half his life, you get another string, and they're dead. And it's blow to blow, back to back. I'm on the edge of my seat.
That jab into F smash conversion on fastballers just looks so brutal to deal with.
Yeah.
From the perspective of the competitor, like, you're getting off ledge, you get jabbed at like 60 and you die.
And not only that, jab is fast.
Yeah, it's very spammable.
Fast, safe. It's a beautiful option.
And, you know, looking at this from like the outsider perspective, if you don't watch a ton of Ultimate, you might be looking at this thinking, all right, it's looking like Revolver and this Roy are up a ton. But this is like, Arctice hits a back air once, there it is.
You mean that back air?
I mean
that back air?
Yeah, the one he was going to look for. This is an even game. Like, any crazy arc combo, which...
Falcon just needs one positive interaction to gain a bunch of stock. Oh, that was good, though. That up air coming out to cancel Falcon's up air.
That's a new thing from Revolver. He's been doing a lot of falling up airs lately. All right, I love the patience there from Arctice, but following it up with the really slow up tilt actually put him in a real bad spot. Can he get off ledge? He rolls up, and Revolver was ready for it. Sometimes he gets right. Revolver usually has one of two modes. Because if you jump against him, he's going to react punish you. So he forces you kind of into this weird 50-50 where if you neutral get up, he can jab back air you. And if you roll up, he can F-tilt you at high percentages. And he's going to go for one of the two and hard commit. So he knows that he's already conditioned you to not jump off ledge. So the higher percentages, he basically says flip a coin. Because if it comes up tails, you have failed.
What a good trap.
It's such a good trap. It's such a good conditioning trap. With a weak hit F smash. That could have been so much worse. It still said go on the screen.
Now Roy is not Marth. You can't just get those at-range tippers to get that extra distance, throw him off the stage. But honestly, I'm a little bit more afraid of Roy.
What the hell? He went so far down. I'm actually surprised he made it back, but now it's Falcon's turn.
One bad air dodge. And
this is Melee with buffering. I don't even care. Like, these are like real edge guards that people will do.
Well, and I think that's part of the function of these characters being so explosive, but also having such exploitable recoveries.
Yeah, that's the weakness of both of these characters, right? Is you put yourself in this position where, oh, I got stuck on ledge forever. Or, oh, I got chased off stage and now I'm in a bad spot, because your options are so linear in those situations. But really, both these characters, I feel like, as long as they can get back to and grab the ledge itself, they're happy to be in those like 50-50 or worse situations, because it's not a I'm going to die, as Arctice stomping on Roy's face.
If you win the coin flip, you win the interaction and you do your stuff.
Right. You know, I think they're both happy to be in that spot. This matchup is always just so high octane. Like, we're a minute and a half into this game, and I'm sitting.
Grab. that grab.
And he followed it up with F-throw dash attack, which in and of itself was a really smart mix-up interaction. So Revolver doing two things smart there in the span of half a second to take a stop. This, you know, it's funny too, like I'm looking at the timer. This is like a long game for these two.
You say that, and it's been 2 whole minutes?
Yeah, 2 whole minutes. And now we're at last stock, realistically last hit. So let's see where we, Revolver looking at
that was a strong call out.
It was, but it was also a very smart recovery option from Arc to just go high.
I agree. We've seen a lot of that.
The clip up air. Oh my, that was the smartest thing I've seen this whole set. I know he lost, but to see him do the dash off reverse clip up air looked very cool.
I agree.
Revolver gonna take the game though with the hard call out F smash and put himself at a 2-0 advantage.
Yes, it's so funny watching the contrast of pace between this set and the previous set.
Yeah, we went from Brawl to Melee in 2 seconds.
God, could you imagine if Steve was in Brawl?
Steve kind of feels like a Brawl character to me.
Someone make that hack. Put Steve in Brawl.
Brawl minus, get on that.
Give us something to combat Meta Knight.
All right, in the middle of making this joke, Arctice nearly killed Revolver instantly 6 seconds into the game with a really sick combo that involved an up tilt, a double up air, and a read to put him in that spot.
And these are the things that Arctice kind of needs at this point in the set. He needs to be as aggressive and as explosive as possible to get those leads so that he's not trading anymore.
I think the way Arctice plays Smash is actually just a fascinating case study because there are a lot of players in Smash Ultimate who they go too fast.
Yeah.
Like they play a fast character and they just run all over and they do whatever. Arctice catching the jump with the up B, very good call up. What Arctice does is he has this thing where when he's playing well, he goes even faster. Like he turns it up to 11, and that's how you know he's playing well because it's so frightening where he's going to be.
And he has the character that plays to that strength.
He does. And I feel like one day we're going to wake up and Arc will have learned at will to turn that tempo down just like 20 to 30% to force bad neutral interactions for opponents as he gets the stomp knee. What year is it?
I mean, this is the game that Arc needed, right?
Yeah.
Game 3, do something explosive, do something very dominant to just gain some morale back, gain some momentum, put a little fear of God into your opponent.
Hello? Oh, Lord.
My
He's
God.
going for big. Right,
okay, fair.
He's going to eat it there for going for that, and rightfully so if you're on Revolver's side of things. Like, you know what, dude? You're not going to style me. You're not going to stop me.
You're not going to again.
He went for a reverse knee to knee him into the stage that time, which, bro, where are you? Like,
everywhere. Anywhere and everywhere all at once.
Both of them spot dodge at the same time there a second ago. That's the first time I've ever seen both of them spot dodge at once in a game because they just don't do it that often. It's not intentionally.
It's
anyway.
a little anime of them. Our hearts beating as one in this epic duel.
Yeah. There's a jab back here, and all of a sudden, you know, we were talking about a dominant game. You know, all right.
Okay.
We both know how that could have gone.
And well, if it planted the seed of doubt in our minds, imagine being on the receiving end of it.
Well, you know, that was huge for Revolver to do because even though he lost the game, the whole idea of, oh, my opponent suddenly has all the momentum goes away when you take 2 of those stocks back.
Absolutely. It's a statement saying, I'm not done.
Yeah, now it's based, now you're cool saying, all right, we're playing kind of even right now, but you got to win 2 and I got to win 1. Let's do this game 4. All right, game 4. Jab up air, and Revolver has already pinned Arctice on a platform, which in most games, against most opponents, being pinned on a platform matters a great deal.
Sure.
For these two, they can both just vanish off the platform. As Arc calls out the jump fair that Revolver likes to do early in stocks with a knee, a raw knee.
A perfectly placed knee. He knew exactly where he was going to be. And now he's on that platform again, and it just immediately gets off of it.
Yeah, that's one of the interesting things where, like, you know, if you're against the Falcon or you're against the Roy and you're like an average speed character in this game, you can get just stuck up there.
Absolutely.
Forever. These two do not get stuck up there. They just decide, I'm going to throw out this option as I drop down from shield, and good luck punishing it.
But yet, where you're trapped with both of these characters is the minute you get off stage, and you have to deal with getting off of ledge.
Once again, Arctice unable to do that this time, as Revolver did find the jab on the, I think it was neutral get up.
Just as Revolver was unable to get off of ledge and was called out by knee. We're seeing this back and forth. They're playing very similar games.
Okay. Okay, sure.
2 framed by down air.
Weak hit down air, too. Which Revolver hit one of those on Wednesday. He hit a weak down air into F smash because it was a low percent. And he goes, yeah, that's real.
And to be able to convert off that and know the percent to know whether it's an F smash or an aerial, that's impressive.
It's one of the benefits of solo maining is you can really start to focus on the very minor pieces of your character that not everybody might go for.
Sure.
Ooh, Revolver missing the ledge there. And I saw him in the player cam kind of lean back and go, all right, not where you want to be.
Was it a miss or was it an attempt to bait a ledge guard that Arc didn't bite on?
Good question. Based on his facial expression, I'm going to say a miss.
Okay.
But I can see where you would think, oh, maybe he would just go high with the up B just to get off ledge, because as we've seen, getting off ledge is very difficult.
I'm scared in this position.
Ooh, Arc wanted it all.
Tried to call the roll.
That's the coin flip there, right? Like, don't jump off ledge.
And
or
now
I'll punish
he's
you.
off ledge and he dies for it. Oh.
So one of them won the coin flip and the other didn't in that circumstance. Revolver with a pretty strong win, I think.
Yes, but what a fun, explosive match. I want to watch that again right now.
Well,
Can we just have them do a rematch? Is that grand finals?
no. Winners finals is what will be coming up of 2 very differently paced players than what we just saw. We just saw the
Oh, yes,
So
this
what-
matchup.
What we just saw were the 2 guys that every TO who's had a long day and wants to go home will root for, because we know a Roy, a Falcon, like they're going to go nuts and they're going to play fast, and stocks are going to get taken.
So before we get